Picture this. A seventh-round draft pick nobody expected much from is suddenly turning heads, while a veteran running back with a 3-year, $24 million contract is watching his role evaporate right before our eyes. Welcome back to Bears News Fan Report, where I bring you the most current updates, insider perspectives, and honest analysis on our beloved Chicago Bears. I'm here to break down everything happening with our team, and today we're tackling something that's been on every Bears fan's mind lately. Something's shifting in our backfield, and it could change everything about how this offense operates moving forward. Stick with me because what I'm about to share might surprise you, and you'll definitely want to hear how this could impact our playoff push. Let me start by painting the bigger picture here. Right now, the Chicago Bears are running the ball better than almost anyone in the league. We're sitting at number 2 overall with over 142 rushing yards per game. That's elite production, and it's exactly what Ben Johnson envisioned when he took over this offense. But here's where things get interesting. This success isn't coming from where we expected it to. Remember back in the offseason when everyone was talking about replacing DeAndre Swift? Fans were practically begging the organization to draft someone like Ashton Jeanty or Travion Henderson in the early rounds. The consensus was clear. Swift's 2024 performance left a lot to be desired, and we needed fresh blood at the position. Well, Ryan Poles didn't go that route. Instead of burning a first or second round pick on a running back, he waited until the 7th round and selected Kyle Monai out of Rutgers. At the time, most people saw it as a depth move, maybe a special teams contributor at best. Nobody predicted what was about to unfold. Fast forward to where we are now, and Monai has become one of the most exciting stories of our entire season. This kid has been absolutely electric every time he touches the football. Through 12 weeks, he's carried the ball 99 times for 461 yards and 4 touchdowns. But it's not just about the raw numbers. It's the efficiency that's catching everyone's attention. Monai is averaging 4.7 yards per carry, which is exactly the kind of explosive, consistent production that makes an offense dangerous. He's not just picking up yards, he's creating opportunities, breaking tackles, and showing vision that you rarely see from a rookie, especially one taken in the 7th round. Every time he gets the ball, you can feel the energy shift. There's a burst, a determination, a hunger that's infectious. And Ben Johnson has clearly noticed because Monai's snap count has been steadily increasing week after week. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, DeAndre Swift. When the Bears signed him to that 3-year, $24 million deal back in 2024, the expectation was clear. He was supposed to be the centerpiece of this rushing attack, the reliable veteran who could carry the load and provide stability. And to be fair, Swift has put up respectable numbers this season. He's got 142 carries for 649 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging 4.6 yards per attempt. On paper, those are solid stats. But football isn't played on paper, and recently, the cracks have started to show. Week 12 against the Pittsburgh Steelers was a turning point. Swift carried the ball 8 times for just 15 yards. Worse yet, he fumbled in a critical moment. Meanwhile, Monai was out there making plays, showing the kind of explosiveness and reliability that Swift was supposed to bring. The contrast was impossible to ignore, and it's got people asking serious questions about the future of this backfield. I've been watching this team closely, and I can tell you that the coaching staff is paying attention to what's happening. When you're in the middle of a playoff race, you can't afford to be sentimental. You have to play the guys who give you the best chance to win, regardless of their contract or their pedigree. Monai is earning more opportunities because he's producing at a higher level. It's that simple, and that puts Swift in a really difficult position. He's still a talented player with experience and skills that matter, particularly his ability to catch passes out of the backfield and pass protect. But if he can't find consistency as a runner, if he can't hold on to the football in crucial moments, then his role is going to continue to shrink. That's not speculation. That's just the reality of professional football. So where does this leave us? I've been thinking a lot about what the Bears might do moving forward, and there are a few scenarios to consider. First, they could continue with a committee approach, using both Swift and Monai, depending on the situation. Swift could handle passing downs and short yardage situations, while Monai gets the bulk of the carries on early downs. That's a safe option that keeps everyone involved and maximizes the roster. Second, they could fully commit to Monai as the lead back and reduce Swift to a complementary role. This would be a clear signal that performance matters more than contracts, and it would energize the offense with Monai's explosive style. Third, and this is where things get really interesting, the Bears could explore moving on from Swift entirely. Now, I know that sounds dramatic, but hear me out. Swift's contract includes mechanisms that would allow the Bears to part ways without taking a massive cap hit. If the organization believes Monai is the future and they want to allocate resources elsewhere, moving Swift could make sense from both a football and financial standpoint. I want to be clear about something. I'm not rooting against DeAndre Swift. He's been a professional, he's worked hard, and he's contributed to this team. But I'm also a realist, and I understand that the NFL is a business built on production and results. If Monai continues playing at this level, it's going to be impossible to keep him off the field. The fans have already spoken. When I look at polls and social media discussions, the overwhelming majority of Bears Nation wants to see Monai get more opportunities. They believe he's earned it, and honestly, I can't argue with that assessment. The energy he brings, the production he's delivered, the potential he's shown, it all points to a player who could be special. And when you find someone like that, especially on a rookie contract, you ride that wave as far as it takes you. Looking ahead to our matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm really curious to see how the coaching staff handles the running back rotation. This is a big game against a tough opponent, and the decisions made here could set the tone for the rest of the season. Will they stick with the veteran in Swift, trusting his experience in a high-pressure environment? Or will they lean into Monai's momentum and let the hot hand carry us? My gut tells me we're going to see a lot of number 26 out there, and I think that's the right call. Monai has earned the opportunity to be the focal point of this rushing attack, and I believe he's ready for the moment. Here's what I think this all means for the bigger picture. The Bears are building something special on offense, and the running game is a huge part of that foundation. Having a dynamic, efficient rushing attack opens up everything else. It makes play action more effective, it keeps defenses honest, it controls the clock, and it takes pressure off the passing game. If Monai can continue developing and establish himself as a legitimate lead back, it gives this offense another dimension that makes us incredibly difficult to defend. And if that means Swift's role diminishes or he eventually moves on, then that's a decision the organization has to make for the good of the team. It's not personal. It's about winning football games and positioning ourselves for sustained success. Before we wrap up, I really want to hear from you, Bears Nation. What's your take on this whole situation? Do you think Kyle Monai should be the undisputed starter moving forward? Does DeAndre Swift deserve more opportunities to prove himself? Should the Bears consider making a change at the position entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I read every single one, and I love hearing different perspectives from our community. This is a conversation worth having, and your voice matters. So, here's my final analysis on this developing story. DeAndre Swift's future with the Chicago Bears is genuinely uncertain right now. Kyle Monai's emergence has created a situation where tough decisions need to be made, and those decisions are coming sooner rather than later. The performance on the field is telling us something clear. Monai is playing at a higher level right now, and he's giving this team the best chance to succeed. Whether that means Swift becomes a backup, gets traded, or finds a way to reclaim his role remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the running back situation in Chicago is far from settled, and how it plays out could have major implications for our season and beyond. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay on top of every development with the Chicago Bears, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm here every single day bringing you the latest news, the deepest analysis, and the perspectives you won't find anywhere else. This is Bears News Fan Report, and we're in this together. Through every high and every low, let's keep building, let's keep believing, and let's keep pushing toward that ultimate goal. Bear down, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.